roast chicken. Hi, I'm Anupa and I welcome you to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana on the occasion of Christmas. Here's another recipe for you. This is roast chicken the classical way. Absolutely classical recipe of roast chicken. Let's quickly run through the ingredients. For roast chicken, we need one whole chicken with the skin intact, cabbage, onions, carrots, chicken mince, oil, celery, chopped prunes, chopped garlic, fresh herbs, chopped leeks, pista slivered, Worcester sauce, chopped parsley, chopped walnuts, butter, salt, crushed pepper. Now to begin with, we have to make this recipe in three parts. One is the stuffing for the chicken, one is the marination for the chicken, and the next thing is the mirepoix, the base on which the chicken is going to be cooked. Now to begin with, we'll first marinate the chicken. So for the marinade, we'll need a bowl. So I'll take a bowl in which we'll add Worcester sauce, salt, pepper, garlic and some oil. Okay, so this is the marinade. Now you have to mix this really well. Worcester sauce itself has quite a good amount of salt. Apart from that, we have also added salt. A little extra salt should not be a problem because the chicken is quite big. It's about 2 kilos of chicken, and even if there's little excess salt, it will get absorbed by the chicken and it will get very well marinated. So first of all, let us pour the marinade over the chicken, and with your hands rub this in. Apply it between the skin and the flesh like this. Put your hands wherever it goes, just apply it very well and turn the chicken, and you pour the marination here as well. Perfect. So this is done. Now we leave this like this for at least an hour, preferably in the refrigerator, or if the weather is nice and cold, you can leave it out as well. So we'll leave this aside. Now after we've done the marination, let's prepare the mirepoix. So here is the carrot. Here we have to cut the carrot into big chunks because we are going to bake the chicken. And to bake the chicken, it takes good amount of time, which is about 1 hour. So that is why the cut of the vegetable has to be a little big, so that it doesn't cook very fast and it just doesn't disintegrate. So the carrots, and we'll add the onions. Onions also we have to slice thick like this. Some cabbage. Now to this we'll add some herbs, some salt. That's it. So this is done. Now comes the stuffing. For the stuffing, we'll first have to grind the chicken mince. This has to be ground very fine, which is also known as force meat. So the chicken mince in the mixie. Along with the chicken mince, we'll add some celery, we'll add some garlic, some salt, and we'll add some herbs here also. After you've added all of this, just close this, and now we'll grind this to a very smooth paste. Lovely. You see, this is absolutely smooth. Okay, now to make the filling or to make the stuffing, first we'll take the chicken mince which we have ground into a plate. Now after this, we have to add Worcester sauce to this. Now I'm going to use my hands so that I mix this up very well. Now we have to incorporate butter to this little by little. Why butter? Because we need that kind of fat to keep the chicken moist from within. There are a lot of people who add wine to this. So if you want, you can also add some red wine, or you could also add some dark rum to this mixture. Now we'll add some leeks. We'll add some pistas, some walnuts and some parsley. So this filling is almost done. After this, there's one more thing that we have not yet added is the prunes. So some prunes here, and this also just mix. That's it. The filling is ready. So now we will stuff the chicken. Okay, so now let's stuff the chicken. It's been good 1 hour that we've marinated the chicken, and the stuffing is also ready. Stuff the chicken from within like this and push it towards the end so that it comes out from this cavity of the neck. So just keep on pushing it, or you could alternately stuff it from here as well into this cavity. After you have stuffed it from here, just hold the skin and tuck it in like this. So the stuffing is intact and you are free to stuff the cavity. Okay. Now after this is done, there are two ways that you can seal the chicken. One is by tying the legs with a twine like this, or there is a way I'll show you with the help of a knife. Give a slit here, and this leg, try and get it out of this slit like this. Once you have this leg out here, just push this leg inside. So your chicken is ready to go into the oven. What do you do with this wing? Just fold it in like this and tuck this in. So your chicken is done. Now what we will do is we will lift the chicken and put it on this baking tray. Now what is more important is that the oven has to be preheated to 200 degrees Celsius. So initially with the heat of the oven, the entire chicken will get nice golden in color. After the chicken has got the color that we want, we will cover the chicken with an aluminum foil and we will let it cook from within. Since this is about 2 kilos of chicken, this will take good amount of time, about an hour to be baked, and you cannot bake it open because the skin will get burnt and the chicken may not cook from within. So it is essential that we cover it with an aluminum foil, but prior to that we will first let the chicken get the color we want, which is nice golden, and after that we will cover it with an aluminum foil, which will take another 20 minutes for the chicken to be perfectly cooked from within. So this will go into the oven. The chicken is now in the oven and it's getting baked. After the chicken is baked, we will use the pan juices, as in the juices which are left by the chicken, into the very same pan to make the brown sauce, which will be a good accompaniment to this roast chicken. But in the meanwhile, we will have to wait till the chicken is done. Okay, the chicken is out of the oven and it is all done, but we will still check if the chicken is cooked. Now how do you check? You take a knife and you prick at the joint of the leg and the breast, which is somewhere here. You see this transparent liquid coming out? So when any transparent liquid comes out, which means the chicken is cooked. If it was uncooked, there would have been some spots of blood coming out, which means the chicken would further need some cooking. So right now the chicken is done. If you want to give it even more color, you can just grill this in an oven so that you have a golden brown color all over. But for me, this is just perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pan juices and these vegetables at the bottom to make a lovely brown sauce, which will accompany the chicken. So for this, I need a pan. While the pan is getting heated, let's first get the chicken from this baking tray onto the plate. Lovely. So we'll keep this aside. And what I need right now are these pan juices. So we'll first take some oil, to which we will add some refined flour. Now this has to be sauteed till it turns nice and brown in color, but make sure you keep on stirring this so that the flour doesn't get burnt, but it has a uniform browning. Okay, so you see this? The refined flour has started browning and it's almost brown. So this is done. Now the pan juices or the trimmings that we have, we'll add all of this along with the vegetables, and we'll add some stock to this. If you have vegetable stock, you could add that. If you have chicken stock, add chicken stock. Here we'll add some Worcester sauce, and now this has to cook for about 5 minutes till the raw flavor of the flour goes away and the sauce thickens. This is currently very thick. We'll have to add some more stock to this. Now the sauce is ready, but we have to strain this. We will strain this into another pan. The sauce is done, but it doesn't have any glaze. Now how do you give glaze to this sauce? Is by adding frozen butter. Now I'll tell you what, but prior to this we'll add some salt to this because we had not added salt initially. Now we'll add 1 cube and another cube of butter, and we will slowly rotate the pan like this so the frozen butter will get incorporated into the sauce, thus giving it the glaze we want. This is perfect. So that's it, it's ready. Now traditionally with roast chicken there are a lot of vegetables that are served like carrots, potatoes and brown sauce. Right now we've just made the roast chicken, and now we will just pour some sauce over it. That's it, and we will serve this whole roast chicken as it is. So at the dinner table, when you are ready for your Christmas dinner, you can slice the chicken, lovely slices of roast chicken and this beautifully aromatic brown sauce. Make this recipe just the way I have made it, and I'm sure you'll love it. Me, on behalf of the entire team of Khana Khazana, wishes you all Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.